The Commissioner's Court is cracking down on game rooms across Lubbock County. New restrictions limit their hours of operation and sets up a new team to maintain control over them.
If I could be more restrictive, I certainly would be. Make no mistake about it.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Case Wilbanks in for Christy Harton. Lubbock County has amended its rules on those game rooms. The district attorney's office found that there were too many loopholes, and commissioners say there was too much confusion. One of the main changes, any licensed game room can only operate during business hours, 8 to 5 on weekdays. After that, commissioners want them to shut down. Commissioner Mike Dalby calls it common sense regulation. Game room permits can no longer be transferred or divided. The county is also forming a new game room hearing board to oversee permit disputes with residents and county officials.
Prostitution, drug trafficking, sex trafficking that happens in these game rooms. That's not what we want in West Texas. That's not what it's not what I want. That's not what our citizens want. And if I can do something to make it more restrictive, I'm darn sure going to do that.
The district attorney's office says the current regulations have already helped cut down on crime at the game rooms. KCBD News Channel 11's Amani Jackson will have a closer look at those changes tonight at 6.